All right. Welcome to another podcast, our Let's Talk Business podcast with Tri County Regional Black Chamber of Commerce. I am Howard Johnson, your host and the vice president here at Tri County. Also, I am a project manager with 707 Management LLC. And we have today with us, not a guest, but our president, Miss Leondria Thompson.
I'm a guest.
Good
Truly, a guest.
morning, Miss Thompson.
Good morning, Howard.
Thank you, thank you. So, everybody, before we get started, we always go and thank our President's Club members for helping to sponsor our podcast. So, if you want to become a sponsor, reach out to us, 832-875-3977. Again, that's 832-875-3977. So our sponsors are Amico Federal Credit Union, Enlightened Enterprises, the Linscomb Water Group, Quality Precision Coating, and Southwest Airlines. And just for somebody who always asks me, I did it in alphabetical order.
I saw that you did. It was very recognizable. Thank you, Amico.
It was like, we got an A, why come we not first? We making sure we do it politically correct.
Okay.
And we always start off with our mission statement. Ms. Thompson, you want to tell them what the mission statement is?
Oh, I know the mission statement.
Of course, I know that.
Our mission is that we are committed to acquiring and disseminating valuable business information, resources, and tools for member firms to achieve entrepreneurial parity and economic prosperity in the region and international. Was that it?
That was exactly it, verbatim. I think you wrote the mission statement.
Yes, I did, Howard. Wrote the mission statement.
And if this is your first time with us, just giving you a little bit about Tri County, that was definitely the mission statement. That is the reason why we do the podcast, is because we're here to get the information out to our people. We want them to get it by as many avenues as we have available to get it out there. We want to use this platform to allow our members to, come on and be a part of the podcast from time to time, just to level that playing field, that entrepreneurial parity. So we're trying to level the playing field and give you guys some exposure and opportunity that you normally might not get, and give you information and resources and tools that you normally may not get. We service 4 regions, and we also have a international initiative as well. Region 1 consists of Harris County, Montgomery County, and Liberty County. Region 2 is Galveston County, Brazoria County, Fort Bend County. Region 3 is Chambers, Jefferson, and Orange County. And Region 4 is Jasper, Newton, and Hardin County. And our international initiative covers Central America, the Caribbean, and South America. And coming along pretty soon is Africa, right?
Well, we know we also have Tri-County International.
Yes.
Which would be the globe, and Africa would be our first.
Encompassed in that.
Because we have members who are natives, but they are also U.S. citizens from different countries in Africa. So, of course, that makes Africa one of the targeted markets for us, because it creates a team situation. And we've been on several webinars now, well, Zoom meetings, let me say it that way, with the U.S. of Commerce Minority Business Development Agency. And they have an initiative to reach out to Africa in terms of export and trade. So that opens up a lot of doors there. And I'm glad you brought up the regions, because now we're going to be able to be more visible in wherever you are in those 12 counties. you'll be able to get the information. We've started a virtual new member orientation, so that members will get a good understanding of what the chamber does and how they will be able to benefit as a group as well as individuals. So that's going to be every Tuesday, starting next Tuesday, August the 3rd. And every Tuesday, now there's 2 sessions, 10:30 to 11:30, the morning, and then you have a choice of the evening session, whichever one works better for you, which is, I think the evening is 5:30 to 6.
Okay.
5:30 to 6:30.
Okay, and that's the new member orientation.
Right. Okay. And also, when we talk about resources, we have resource partners. And one of our resource partners is Metro.
Yes.
And with Metro, we're going to start the whole month of August is going to be a Metro month for us.
Okay.
You can do business with Metro. You can do business with anybody. We had a conversation earlier today, and I'm going to bring it up because when you talk about being free, you got to be free in your mind.
Exactly. Yeah.
You can be shackled and closed in and
everything
and tied up, but you got to be free in your mind.
Yeah.
Because your mind is what you're going to use your thoughts to create what it is that you want. And what we want to bring home to members is that register to be a vendor. If you are in business, don't sit and second guess.
Don't say,
do they use what I? No, you're in business.
Yeah.
If you're in business, you're moving money. Okay, you're providing, you're finding the need, and you're providing for it, or you create a need that you provide for. So just because you may be, let's say, I've heard some people say, well, I'm in the real estate business. They don't, that's what you think. You are trying to think what they're going to do. What you have to do is you free your mind to let you know that I'm in business and I want every opportunity that could come up. We used to talk about this word luck. And we used to have to really define it because nobody really understood what luck was. They said, "Oh, you're just lucky." No, it's like you thinking something just magically come down out the sky and make this person achieve or gain. But the person did the work. So what we come up with is what we call it, Howard, opportunity, perseverance, preparedness, getting it done. When those two come together, you achieve. And people will look at it, those who didn't do that work will look at it as, they want to pass it off like, oh, well, they're just lucky. Instead of realizing, because the more you realize about what that is, the more you can say to yourself, wow, I can do that too. That's encouraging when you actually see people who are achieving and you know what it takes to achieve. Then there's no envy. And then there's no,
it's a celebration. You celebrate them as if it was you that was there.
Yeah.
And then, your time is coming.
Yeah.
I looked up luck just to see what it meant. It says success or failure apparently brought by chance rather than through one's own actions.
And that's exactly what people who want excuses will call it luck. Because they're saying, oh, it just happened by chance. That person did not really put in the work nor believed, because it's hard for a person who don't believe to see that. It's hard for a person who don't do the work to see that. So we have to, we share, business is not an island. we're in a capitalistic society,
Yeah.
and it's not one group, one person. It's the whole society,
Mm-hmm.
and we got to share information, and we got to. But again, the conversation we had before we came here
Mm-hmm.
is you're only enslaved in this country in your mind. Get get free in your mind, and you will be surprised of the things that you're able to do, and not in a very short period of time. So free your minds. But anyway, we're gonna go back to what we, how would you get me on this show and we get to talking?
Yeah, we get to talking, and it's really good information. Like, some people don't understand. Like, we're saying terms and throwing words out there. But what I like to do is, just give you guys, a brief overture of the things we're talking about. Like, we were talking about luck, so I looked up the definition and gave it to you, so you'll have it. We're talking about capitalism, and some people don't understand what capitalism is. They know the word, they hear it, they even use it in sentences, but they don't understand that capitalism is an economic and political system in which a country's trade and industry are controlled by private owners for private owners for profit, private owners for profit, rather than by the state or the government. So that's what capitalism is, and we live in a capitalistic country where if one person starts a business, you can start that same exact business right next door, and you guys can compete for
the customer,
hmm
not against each other.
And the state doesn't say, oh, you can't do that. They don't control it, so it's controlled by the private sectors. So that's just a little hint on what capitalism really is.
That's why it's let's talk business.
Yeah, we talking about
business.
it. You have to. We talked about this earlier. Understanding the rules, like Miss Thompson says, it's so clear. When you come over to somebody's house to play cards or dominoes, the first thing you ask, okay, well, what's the house rules? Is it 10 to get in? Is it 15 to get in? All money, good money. You want to know those things. And it's the same with business. You want to know what the rules are so that you can play accordingly. There are house rules to doing business, and you have to know those rules to be able to participate effectively. You can participate haphazardly and unknowingly, without knowing, you'll be a participant, but you won't be successful in your participation.
You just want to cheat. See, I don't.
It'd be luck.
When your mind is free, it'll be luck. Because you be like, oh, I got lucky. But if your mind is free, what you can gain you would almost say, it's awesome.
Yeah.
You can have it all.
Song. It was a song, and it just made me think about the song. It says, "Free your mind, and the rest will follow."
Yeah, it's awesome.
Expand your thinking. Don't be so shallow. Yeah.
Just let go. Let go of the negative. Let go of the limitations. I can't do. I can't get. I can't. Get that word can't. It can't is 2 words.
Can
not. And not is a destroyer of dreams. The word not.
Everything.
Look up the word not.
I was already.
I know you were
I was already going there. I was already there.
It's not. You hear do not.
Cannot. Will not.
It's tell us what it says.
Not is used with an auxiliary verb or be for the form to form the negative.
Exactly.
Used as a short substitute for a negative clause. So the word not is its derivative is negativity.
It's what it is. It's negative. And when you say, well, I can't, then you've already created a wall that stops you from getting to the other side. When you say, I can do that.
And, people may not understand what an auxiliary verb is. An auxiliary verb is a verb used for forming the tenses, moods, and voices of other verbs. So if it's the voice of a verb, it's the actual auditory part of what's coming out. So if
like
your
cannot.
auditory is saying not, I will not, I cannot, I did not, I would not, you should not.
Mm-hmm.
It's the cutoff
Mm-hmm.
of that particular action.
Right. And a lot of times we don't hear the not because guess what? Well, I'm not gonna get that deep with it.
Yeah.
But you don't hear not because they remove the O.
Mm-hmm.
Can't,
Can't.
don't, didn't. But if
She just gave you a trick. I'm telling you. Y'all missed it. If y'all missed it, she gave you the trick.
you
You run around here saying can't. You're still speaking it. You're still speaking it into existence, but it's almost to the point where you don't pay it as much attention.
You don't
if
hear
you have
it.
to say cannot, if you have to articulate
Right.
the not, then it makes you think about actually saying it. It literally makes you think about, okay, I cannot, but it can't. Oh no, I can't. I can't do
I
that.
can't do that. I can't.
I can't do that.
So you remove yourself from the not, which is slam dunk in your face.
They made it easy for you to say the word. If you got to walk around and say, I cannot do that. It's harder. It takes more syllables to say cannot than it does to say can't. They made it simple. They simplified you cutting off. I'm not even going to go there.
Because that's a whole topic because what you've done is you removed the O. And the O is actually the energy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but that's the oxygen, which is so anyway, you got a little bit today on that. So we're gonna go back. Every week now we will be doing new member orientation. It will be done virtually every Tuesdays, 2 sessions, 10:30, 11:30, 5:30, 6:30. You will learn some things about what we do and how we do it, so that you can start planning and freeing your mind up on, okay, what I'm going to get next. Now we have Lone Star College.
Oh, yes.
Which is one of our president club.
Are they advisory board or president
No,
club?
they're president.
Ooh,
I forgot.
Lone Star, we apologize. We apologize. It's on there right behind Linscomb Water.
Okay. In alphabetical order.
As a matter of fact, while we're taking a quick break, I got to thank GMT Radio. GMTradio.com, www.gmtradio.com. My man, Nice, he makes this podcast happen for us. We actually walked in today and saw that the podcasts that we previously done are running on the TV. So they have a GMT. Go to your iPhone, your Apple Store, or your Android, your Google Play Store, and download the GMT Radio app.
Is it the radio app?
It's
or
GMT
TV
Radio.
Oh,
it's GMT Radio. It's an app. You download the app. You can watch TV on there. All the podcasts that we've done are playing on there, just like it's television. However long our segments are, 1 hour segments are running on there. Man, it was really cool. It was amazing to walk in and see it.
Because I'm like, who is that?
Who is that on that TV? I said, that's one of the podcasts right there. I knew what it was, but just to see it on the TV right there, and it wasn't, just the YouTube. So download the GMT Radio app. Anything you're trying to do, media, radio, podcasts, anything you're trying to do, in the entertainment stuff, contact Nice, man. Great guy, great guy to talk to. Got a wealth of knowledge and can help you get that stuff out there. And then while we thinking, everybody, I'm going to go ahead and hit the sponsor list again. We got Amico Federal Credit Union. We got Enlightened Enterprises. We got the Linscomb Water Group. We got Lone Star College. And then Quality
Precision
Coating. And Southwest Airlines. We got everybody this time around. We ain't missed nobody.
Yeah, we didn't miss nobody this time. But next time, hopefully, we'll be adding some people.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. Like I say, and if you want to become a sponsor, just reach out to us, 832-875-3977. Everybody on here, most of the people on here are members. There's some people that are not. If you're thinking about becoming a member, give us a call. If you're thinking about starting a business, if anything you want to do business reach out to us. We're there to support. We cover a bunch of different facets of business: construction, logistics, administrative, marketing, services and products. We help you to access opportunities, and more. So, join the chamber today. Check it out.
We had a meeting with our financial partners.
Okay.
Live
Fund.
Yeah, SBA is a resource partner for us, and of course, you have banks and micro lenders who promotes SBA products in terms of loaning money. So there is now the beef up is about startups. Houston has I think it's Houston Business Development. They also have money for startups and for people who have. I don't have it in front of me, so I don't want to misquote it. But one of the things that I do understand is that if you were denied a EIDL loan, they will be able to give you something that will help you to, bridge the gap of whatever it is that you needed some money to do it as a small business.
Oh wow!
But yeah,
and that's SBA.
No, that's Houston Business Development Inc.
Houston Business Development.
I think it's HBDI.
HBDI.com. Go check it out. HBDI. Go check it out.
I may be a little premature in terms of not having all the information.
Yeah.
So maybe next week, or if you are a member, then we'll be sending that information out, because we were on the webinar yesterday. Live Fund was there. I believe People Fund was there, and of course SBA. So there's a lot of products now. When we say products, we're talking about money. That businesses can now take advantage of, because the deal is growth.
Yeah.
You if you have money, you can make money.
Yeah.
And so
it takes money to make
capitalism.
Money. It takes money to make
money.
We talk about capitalism.
It's capitalism. It's free
for
enterprise
profit,
moving the
for
money.
For profit by private sectors. Private sectors
so
for profit.
It's like if you want to be a boxer, you got to learn. You got to go where boxing is done. So if you in business, you got to
go where
business is done.
Yeah.
And business is done through money. And the money is being loaned. But don't get to that place where, they don't. They don't loan money.
They do not loan money to me.
Most people cannot say that. They do not. Because the not makes it.
Yeah.
It's in your face. And you have to. You hear the words, you just say it, but we're going to get off that.
No, I'm going to hit it real quick. Am, is, are, was, where, being, been, be, has, have, had, did, shall, will, should, would, may, might, must, can, could, does, do, need, ought to, dare, going to, be able to, have better. All those are auxiliary verbs.
Yes.
All of them can be followed.
Don't put a not to it.
Exactly.
But you, again, what we said.
Or NT, mustn't. You mustn't do that.
Because see, if you say you must not, do that energy explodes in your face.
Yeah, it cuts it off right there.
Yeah.
You get the same reaction without the explosions. They wanted you to utilize it more. So the easier it was to say, the more frequent it would be said.
Yeah. So. And the more frequent it's said, the more you internalize. Okay, so where we at now? Wait a minute.
Let's talk about, coming up August the 5th, we got a Business After 5 network
mixer. Yes, that's right.
And where is this one? Lamar Institute of Technology.
That's in Beaumont.
Yep.
Beaumont, Texas.
Yep. Beaumont,
Texas.
That's
a Region 3, which is, as you said, Chambers County, Jefferson County, and Orange County.
Orange County, yep.
And I wanted to, when I brought up Lone Star, Lone Star has, I think it was 14 campuses in the north part of Houston. So we're going to be utilizing
those campuses.
Yes, in the north part, which is North Harris County, Montgomery, and Liberty counties, to be able to get the information out to the businesses that are there, because when we look at the certification numbers and knowing that the number of businesses that our community is involved in, and we're looking at the numbers, and basically certification is an affirmative action program. We've said
Very
this
much so.
many,
We talked
many,
about that.
many times.
Many times.
And if you meet the criteria for that program, then you should be involved in that program, because these are publicly funded affirmative action programs. So you pay taxes.
Yeah, you pay taxes. If you pay taxes, you have a business. Hey,
you or somebody when you see the roads. Let's just use the road, because everybody see the construction, and everybody talks about it. Now, what you have not realized, that is capitalized. That is MONEY.
Yep.
When I'm coming up on a construction site, I'm looking. I'm like, wow, how much money going into it, and who out there that I'm trying to look and see. Is there a brother or sister out there getting some of that money? It's not just construction. It is money. Yep. We're in capitalism, right?
My favorite question I ask people when we talking, we having conversations. It'd be like, you see that freeway out there? Who you think own that freeway? And nobody can ever answer me.
They can't never answer you?
They could never. No one ever has the answer to that question. So far, I haven't had anybody to answer that question for me.
Okay. I'm amazed.
People don't know who owns the roads. Oh, one lady was like, that's the city. The city owns no.
Yeah, the city maintains.
Oh, well, I said, okay, I'm gonna give you. You can go until you feel like you're tired of going. Oh well, Harris County. Okay, keep on coming, because that's not it. All right, well, what about the state of Texas? The state of Texas on all the highways in Texas. I said, well, does the highway extend outside of Texas and have the same name on it? It does. I was like, you have to think. Okay, I said, I'm gonna give you that. Now think about that. It extends outside of Texas. Let's say 69 is about to go from Texas all the way up to New York, or is it Maine? Canada. Yeah. So if it extends that far,
who owns it?
Who owns it?
No state own it.
Yeah, it can't be state.
I-10.
Yeah, exactly.
I-10
from California all the way over to Florida. Yeah.
And if you hear, what is it now? $2 trillion in infrastructure development. The state of Texas.
With a T. with a T.
The state of Texas gets more than 75%, because the state of Texas is the largest state. It has more highways. You got, from west to east, or east to west. You start out with even numbers. That's why you got 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. Okay? And then from south to north, north to south is your odd numbers. And when you start in California, you got 5, 15, 25, 35. And we know what 35 is. I mean, because we travel it. You hear that more often. You got 45, you got 55, Mississippi, 65, 75, 85, and 95. And we hear about this 95 corridor all the time, because it's coming out of Florida all the way up to Maine. So, there's those, if Texas got all the largest number of freeways running through it, then
east to
Texas,
west and north to south.
Yeah, east to west, north to south. We got the most. So we get the most money in infrastructure development. So who's getting that money? Who getting it?
Yeah, it's a lot of people out there getting it, but I mean, a lot of people don't understand that they meet the criteria to go after
to be a part of it, to have an opportunity to be a part of it. And if you meet, and if even if you don't know, exactly what it is that you want to eventually do. Whatever you're doing right now, take advantage of the opportunity to be able to be involved. This is America. What we said was home of land of the free,
and home
of the brave. Are you American?
If you here,
If you was born here and you became a citizen here, the opportunity is
here.
there. For profit, moving money. You take money and money transfers into wealth. And what is that? If you want a condo, condo don't just drop. You got to have the money to get the condo.
Which
now, once you got the condo, now you got wealth because now you can
got equity.
Yes.
You have an asset.
Mm-hmm.
These are so we teach you words like money. Money is just a tool.
Yeah.
Money is a tool that affords you wealth, and wealth terms comes in the form of assets, collateral.
Yeah. And making more money.
And
to
making
make
more money.
What's that?
Investments. Investments create wealth. You know, I mean, these are things that's associated with wealth. See, some people think wealth is having a lot of money, and it's not.
No.
They print money every day. They print money every single day.
Now, Howard, you don't know if they print money every day.
I'm telling you, man. When they stop backing it with gold, they start printing it every day.
Okay. I'll go along with it.
They print it every day because they take the old money and burn it up.
I'm going along with that for now.
If people knew how much money they burn, they run through the incinerator and burn, they would be shocked.
Well,
but we ain't gonna talk about. We're not gonna get too that deep into it.
We just want to be politically correct.
Yeah, we want to. Yeah, we want to stay. We got some new listeners on here. So back to our Business After 5 network mix.
Yeah.
The title of it is exactly what it is. People come out for just an evening of business and networking, and you meet like-minded businesses, and you can do business with them. That's what the Business After 5 mixer is.
So now there's one in Beaumont, but if you're in Galveston, or you're in Liberty, or you're in Conroe, find the one that's near you, because we will be doing them in the north part soon.
Yes, we're going to start doing them up there.
Find one that's near you. Go, because like Howard just said, you can do business. We right now we serve 12 counties. Probably in the next year or two, it'll be 18. Look at the coverage, the market that you can reach in order to grow your, I wanted to say grow your money, but grow your business. Grow your business. That is one of the mechanisms that we have for unity, which means for us as a team, together everyone achieves more. When we say like-minded, we're talking about people who are free in their minds. And that's what we're talking about when we say like-minded individuals. They're freeing their minds up to be free, to be a part of this country's ability to be profitable. Free your mind.
So we service 12 counties right now. And one of the counties we service is the largest county in Texas. And just to give you guys something to think about, it's 4,779,880 people in Harris County, 2021 census. If you got $1, if you provided a service that sold for $1, and you got just the people in one of the counties to buy it, everyone in the county to buy one.
Usually a person can spend $10 easily, right? There's 10 people that's going to come out with $4 million plus dollars, right? Is that where you going with that?
And that's just one of the counties that we service.
But you got to free your mind in order
to
for you
see
to see that picture.
And that's why I painted it for them. And that's the simplicity of it. That's just how simple it is, people. If you sit down and come up with something that you can sell for $1, the person collecting change on the corner has $1 in their pocket. They've collected 4 quarters or 100 pennies.
Oh, look, I've seen them leave the underpass
And get in a nicer
and go.
car than you drive.
No, wait a minute. But let's be politically correct now. I don't know anything about that. That's not what I was getting ready to say. What I was getting ready to say, they go right over to McDonald's
and get them something.
and get them something to eat.
Yeah.
Okay, because somebody gave them some money.
Mm-hmm.
I do all the time.
Yeah, I do too.
Because I don't know what it is they need or what they want. I just know that I'm giving.
Mm-hmm.
So, go ahead.
I just wanted to paint that picture, like,
Okay.
and that's just one of the counties that we service here. So that's 4,700,000.
Well, see, there are some communities
We're just gonna say 4.8 million people. Yeah,
volume.
very much so.
You understand
Very
volume.
much so.
You understand? I may buy this for 25 cents, but I'm gonna sell it for 28 cents because 1 million times them $3, them 3 cents is a lot more at one time than me trying to sell it for 50 cents, where I'm gonna make a 50% profit on that on one time. So you got to, again, it goes back to freeing your mind. Let your mind be open, because you can't pay rent on 1 or 2 people.
No.
But if you have, what you say, Howard, 4 million people, they don't even have to give you $1, Howard. They can give me 25 cents. The way actually they can give me 10 cents. Okay.
Yeah.
But if you trying to pay the rent on one person, that one person ain't gonna fuck it up. So you have to look at how the money flows and what you can do with the money. But the biggest thing that I have come across is I'll ask a business owner, how much money does it take to operate your business? And it's very difficult to get the answer.
You should know to the penny.
But most of us don't. We're moving what we call in segments. As looking at, freeing our minds, looking at the whole picture. What do I need to do this? What is it going to take? And that means, that go to work. That means going to work. And once you get it all down there, I would tell you this. There was a member who said, I need to borrow $15,000. What you gonna borrow $15,000 for? Well, I want to open up this little store, and I want to sell these, and I need $15,000 for the plumbing and to put the little building on the land. Okay, now once you get that done, then what? Oh well.
Oh well is not an answer.
It was oh well. I said, so let's sit down and let's do some research. It's gonna take you maybe a week, but let's get some research done. You want to sell something to the public. Where's your public? Where are they? Well, the people drive by all the time. Well, how many people drive by? Lots.
Yeah, lots.
I said lots. Yeah, a lot of people. This be big. I said, so you need to know how many people. Well, where do I find that information? Well, you got roads. You see these rubber, what you call them, these things on the roads. Somebody uses that. Google it. Road counters or what, traffic counters.
Yeah, the line that goes across.
Yeah. Today there's more access to information than when we were coming on. We had to go to the library. I see the libraries on this in demand no more. Google.
They got computers. They got a whole section with computers in there. You can come in there and use them.
And that's all. You don't have to go to no books, huh? Oh wow. But anyway, so she found out that the area that she was talking about, putting a little stand, 25,000 cars pass by from 6 a.m. 6 p.m.
That's just 12 hours. That's a 12.
Now you
hour
have now you have some concept
of how much exposure.
People, yeah, how much exposure. How many people that you now can sell your product to? That, you're not gonna sell them to all of them.
That's a starting point of a feasibility study, people. When you're starting a business, a feasibility study is easy. It's easy to do. They have,
Well, you explain the feasibility study. It's about
the whole world. Yeah, the whole word feasible.
Yes.
Which means, will this be feasible? Will the fees that I'm paying be returned to me in profit? That's what feasibility means. Is this business going to work right here where I'm at, structured the way I have it structured? And a feasibility study tells you that. And what she just told the young lady to do, how much traffic comes past here? Those are things that are done in a feasibility study. You can do it yourself. You can Google it on YouTube.
You can find the information.
Find that information. So it's very easy. But I mean, these are just nuggets that she's dropping.
It's some work.
That
wasn't on the point. Now that you got 25,000,
it is work.
Now you're exposed to 25,000 people.
How you get them to look
now,
at
yeah. How you get them to stop?
Yeah, exactly.
And how many you think will stop based upon what it is that you're putting out there? Okay. And let's just say you just project, 1%. 1% is 250 people. Now, how much is 250 people going to spend?
Exactly.
And I said, well, how much is your product? $7. What? Well, this is it's more in depth.
I know, we changing up to
to protect the innocent. So I'm like, okay. Well, who's your competitor? Oh, them and them. Do you know what they charge? Do you know? Go look. Go pay attention
to what they're
doing, and how much sales is being,
generated.
How much an average person is purchasing,
at a time.
And then you now can become competitive. You're not competing against them. You're competitive. Because who you competing for in business is the customer.
The consumer. You want the consumer. So that's some good information right there, man. If you missed it, just go back. It's gonna be available for you to see the video and everything on Wednesday.
Or become a member.
Yeah, become a member. We'll walk you through
this process.
Like that's something that that's one of the things we do here is business development. Business advocacy, economic development. These are things that we do here at the chambers. When you become a member, we have catered, memberships that are catered for you. You select the type of membership you want,
Yeah, we have different levels based on where your person is and where they want to, what level they need to go to.
What they're trying to accomplish, what you're trying to accomplish in business. We can help you accomplish.
And I think we kind of skipped over the certification at one point in time. But the state of Texas, Controller of Public Accounts, who basically manages the historically underutilized business certification program, has entered into an agreement with us that we can direct certify our members as historically underutilized business and minority business enterprise and women minority business enterprise. And so for us, that's a huge milestone because we can assist our members in getting these certifications quickly. But of course, they have to meet the criteria.
That's the reason why we're certifying, because before they allowed us to certify, every application we submitted met the criteria and was approved. I didn't say some of them, I didn't say a few. Every application we submitted met the criteria and was approved. That's saying a lot.
And we're not going to change it.
No.
We're not going
No.
to change it. But again, if you, no matter what business you're in, if you have a product or a service, we can certify you once you provide all the documentation. And we can usually get that done within 3 or 4 days. If once you supply us with all the information. So it's not like you have to wait for something to take place. Once you put the information in, we get it, we review it, we certify. Okay. And now, we were talking about our Alliance program.
Oh yeah, the Truckers Alliance and our construction.
And the
Alliance.
construction. And so it's been a big demand. It's a lot of work that it goes into that program. And so come September, there's going to be a lot of information given out, a lot of not changes, but things to make things work better.
We're going to upgrade it for you.
We're going to upgrade some stuff. So right now, what we're doing with our members that's coming in before September 1st, we are getting them prepared and ready. And all of our members that are already hub certified will be able to get their minority or MBE or WBE certification starting September 1st. And our alliance will, there's another component that's added to it. So it's going to, instead of the membership program fee right now, it is going to go up.
Okay.
And so we really encourage as many truckers or construction or professional services to get in before that, because once that happens, then there's a different fee structure for that.
Yeah, we don't mind if you guys want to pay the
No, we
different
don't.
fee, but I mean, now is a good time to get in. You'll be ahead of the curve before everything hits.
Yeah.
It's a good time, and then, like Ms. Thompson said, just take advantage, join the chambers, take advantage of our partners, and, we partner with a bunch of people. Texas Department of Criminal Justice, HEB, Better Business Bureau, Texas Parks and Wildlife, Fred Haas Toyota World, Shop Small, Hub, Lamar Institute of Technology, Lone Star College, Amoco Federal Credit Union, SBA, Metro, Southwest Airlines, Texas Department of Transportation, U of H, UT System, Lift Fund, Wood Forest National, Primacor, City of Houston Office of Business Opportunity. I mean, it's the list goes on and on. And becoming a member firm, you will get information that will allow you to access the different programs and opportunities that may be.
Yeah. We're beefing up how our before the pandemic we would have in-person situations.
Yeah, we would do the lunch and learn.
Right. So now we're going to be doing. We're going to allow our members to be able to present during lunch and learn.
Okay.
So although this is a venue for members to showcase their products and services, we are also asking now our corporate level members to be able to present any information they would like to present. So it'll be a webinar, it'll be a virtual. And but we will gradually start getting the in-person. Like I was saying, for the Fort Bend County area, we're using facilities out there. We now have a new facility that Bobby Lucretia Holman, so it's Lamarck.
Lamarck.
Right, so we'll be doing a certification workshop. Now our certification workshops now are different than what they used to be. We used to go over what certification meant. We still do, but now you're actually filling out
the application.
Because once you fill the application out, the process starts. So we go over the documentation list.
Bring your business information with you when you come to the certification workshop.
Well, actually, we trying to streamline. We're trying to fix it in a way to where it's not so overwhelming.
Okay. Yeah.
So if you come and fill out the application, and we get the application, now we can work with you to start collecting the documentation that we will need. And once we have all the documentation, within 2 days we do have our certification committee that approves the application, and then you'll get a letter, and your hub your certification certificate for a hub comes directly from the state of Texas. And it comes immediately because we put you into the hub directory, and then you get it immediately. Then you have the opportunity to go in and upload any additional services that you provide.
Yep.
Now with TxDOT, we're able to reach we're doing excuse me, we're doing quite a bit of outreach because again, those roads belong to the state of Texas. Not the state of Texas, but federal government. And the federal government has jurisdiction.
Yeah.
And so what happens is...
Yeah, we didn't answer that question. I never answered the question. So, but those that didn't get it, those who didn't figure it out, all of the highways, they belong to the federal government. In every state you go in, you have Texas, DOT, Florida, DOT, Georgia, DOT, so forth and so on, DOT. That's a federal entity.
Okay, well now TxDOT here in the state of in each state.
Yeah.
The states maintain the roads. Okay, so you do have Texas Department of Transportation, which also is hub. So that there are hub opportunities because it's state dollars. When we talk about federal dollars, then there's the DBE opportunities.
Yes.
So our goal is to assist as many qualified business owners to make money.
You still talking about TxDOT?
Okay.
You still talking about TxDOT?
I'm still talking about TxDOT, but I'm not talking about what you get
ready
to talk about.
No. I'm not going to talk about it then.
Okay, I'm just saying TxDOT is one of our partnering entities, and there's a federal side to it, and then there's a state side to it, and we participate on both those sides.
Yes.
And so the state side for people who do not meet the qualifications for the federal side, there's still opportunity because that's the hub certification, and we directly certify. Okay.
And we help you with the paperwork. If you're a member, we help you with your paperwork to get your federal side of it.
Yeah, we help you to understand the whole process. Yep. And that way, because it helps you to understand how to do business.
Back again, it gets you them house rules. It gets you the house rules. So, man, this has been a great podcast. Every time I sit on with Ms. Thompson, it's always good for me because one thing, I learn something. I always learn something from this young lady
here. I'm so glad.
She's full of wisdom, full of wisdom.
I learned a lot from you too, Howard. Well, I think learning is everybody.
Yeah.
You can learn. Remember I told you about the hobo and the engineers?
Yeah. Let the air out the tires. The engineers was at the bridge trying to figure out how to raise the bridge and make the truck shorter. And the hobo walked up to him. He said, well, you only need 2 inches. Why don't you just let the air out the tires and it'll go right up under there. You can air back up later.
So you can learn
from anybody.
You can get learning. Well, information flows. Learning means you retain it and utilize it. Yeah. Okay. So you can get information from anybody, any resource. You can look at a billboard and read something that will instantly give you a confirmation or a word or a thought that maybe you have been open to. And once you actually participate in that thought, then that means you've learned something.
Yeah, and that's what our mission statement is. What it said, we acquire and disseminate. That's
valuable
that to
business information.
To learn means to gain or acquire knowledge of a skill in something by study, experience, or being taught.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it means to learn.
Yeah, and being taught doesn't mean that you have to experience it.
Yeah,
you just get the information and participate.
You could be self-taught. you get taught by some lumps on the head.
Now, did you hear what I just said? I just said it doesn't mean. See, once you aware of something, you automatically
you'll correct
tune
yourself.
In on it.
You'll correct
because I heard myself say doesn't, which means does not, and does not is incorrect.
I challenge everybody on here to stop saying the NT and put the not with it. If you're going to say it, put the not with it, and I guarantee you will stop saying it as much.
You will.
Because you'll process it now. Oh, I can't put that on there, so I don't really, it doesn't require me to say it this way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. So now you say, I can do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Whatever it is I can do.
Yeah.
Because you may be able. And I'm not going to say you may not. Okay, or you mightn't.
You mustn't do that. It sounds politically correct, but it is absolutely
wrong.
Absolutely unequivocally not.
Yes. Not.
Thanking our sponsors once again. We thank GMT Radio and www.gmtradio.com. My boy Nice. They call him Nice for a reason. That's not his real name, but that's what everybody call him. Amico Federal Credit Union, we thank you guys. Enlighten Enterprises, the Linscomb Water Group, Lone Star College, Quality Precision Coatings, and Southwest Airlines. Man, we thank you guys. We wouldn't be able to do this thing without you guys. We really appreciate it. Like I said, if you want to be a sponsor, just reach out to us here at the Chambers. And, you know,
sponsor. What's that number?
832-875-3977.
And we have a short version for our website. Because our website is actually Tri-County Regional Black Chamber. But the short version would be the tcbcc.org.
And if you're on Facebook, you can go to our Facebook page at Tri-County Regional Black Chamber of Commerce. Scroll down a little bit, and right there in the section, it has website. You just click that little link. It'll take you right to our website as well.
Oh, it's on there?
Yeah, it's super easy. And that's pretty much how I go to the website now. I don't even type it in anymore. I just go right on Facebook, hit Tri-County, and go right there, and it gives you access to everything on the site.
I'm not a website, a Facebooker.
So see right here.
When I come out of here,
I'm right here on Facebook, and it has everything about Tri-County right there. This is the Tri-County page. I scroll down there.
Oh, that's old.
That's the website.
It's old information.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
It's old.
Yeah,
that's very old. We need to update it too.
Well, see, that's another thing we need to deal with. We have an outreach for members who are into social media.
Yeah, social media, IT. Yeah, we definitely need that. But right here, you just click that,
and it bring you to our website.
Right there.
How about that? Okay, I see.
We own it.
Okay, very good.
Yeah, connecting your business to the money. You know, we say it all the time. You're in business for yourself, but not by yourself when you join Tri-County. We're not the only chamber out there. We are one of the good ones. We are in the community. We do.
I'm glad you said we're one of the good ones.
Yeah, we're one of the good
ones.
Because
they're
good. There are good chambers.
They're good organizations.
Yeah,
it just depends on
if you're in business,
what you want to get.
Join the chamber, join the network. And I'm going to be biased. Join Tri-County Regional Black Chamber of Commerce. And black is not a color, it's a culture.
Yes, thank you for saying that. A lot of people do get that kind of
it's only
confused.
Black people over there. No, that's not what we're saying. That's not what we're saying.
All right. Well, next
Friday?
Next
Friday. This has been the Let's Talk Business podcast, July the 30th. Man, we are right at August.
Yes,
I remember January the 2nd.
Yes.
We we halfway. We're past the halfway point of 2021.
Yes, we
already, people. So let's stay connected. Let's get this business. Let's get this money.
Yeah. Till next time.
Till next time.
Let's keep talking business.
Yeah.